the dog who played Coco, I heard was adopted from here in Atlanta, which is where we're at. So quick shout out to Coco from the local crew.
Yes.
um, but I've heard that Coco was rescued from a shelter specifically for this film. Um, do
Huh.
you do you have any stories you can tell us about how Coco was selected, and
Mhm.
perhaps any issues or stories that you might have had from working with a dog on set?
Oh, yes. So the story about her is really interesting because you have to so we wanted a rescue dog because it was a dog, that wasn't going to be like a pedigree dog because it's 1700s natives, and so Comanche. Uh, so we found Coco and we really liked her look because the dog of that period is called a Carolina dog, and
Mm.
Coco looks like a Carolina mix, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
we found Coco, and then you have to remember, like when you make a film, you have multiples. So we had three other dogs. So
Oh,
we had to
wow.
assemble like the dog team, right? So the dog trainer had Coco on hold, and then we found Miso, Tofu, and Gronk. My personal favorite was Gronk, and Gronk was a male. The other two dogs were female, and Coco's a female. So, but Gronk looked just like Coco, but he was just like a clumsy guy. Like when he would run, he'd run like crazy. And
Oh,
but
Wait,
I liked him. I liked him, but he just didn't have the presence that Coco had, and Coco was really smart in training. So when so we had her on hold because we had to assemble because they all had to be flown up, with the trainer to Canada. And so it took us like, within a week to find the others, and so then the trainer said, I'm going to go fly and get Coco. And when he went to fly to get Coco, because he had her on hold, he got to the pound, or not pound, but the shelter, and they said, oh, she's been adopted. We don't have her. And here we assembled like, three other lookalike similar dogs, right? And we're like,
yeah.
this hinges our story. We need this dog. So he was like, oh no. So he called us and we had this big meeting like us right here now, like the director, myself, our VP from the studio, and then the trainer. He's like, I got some really bad news. And we're like, what? And he said, because we went through pictures, like tons of pictures from all over the country of dogs. He
Wow.
said, Coco's not available. We got there and she was gone. They
oh
let someone
wow.
adopt her.
Oh, no.
And we're like,
Wow.
so then we're like, we have to go do this process all over again, right? So then we just were like, we can't believe it. And we asked him to look at the other three, to see if any of them could step into the first part, right? As Sarii. And the next day he got a call from the shelter, and they said, are you still interested in Coco? Because whoever had adopted her returned her.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Because
What?
Meant to be.
yes,
Meant
because
to be.
she is like, she's full, and you see her running in the thing,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
full of
Yeah.
energy. She's incredible,
Very
and
smart.
we just like, get on the plane, go get her now. And so he went and he got her.
Wow.
So yeah.